Hey, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 9th of September 2023. It's just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at some of the Forex pairs on trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence methods from my trading books. All right, I hope everyone's weekend's going okay. It's nearly lunchtime here in sunny Kampot, Cambodia. All good. I did try to stay up last night, watch the start of the Rugby World Cup, but I only got about halfway through the game before I had to go to sleep. Well done, France, beating the All Blacks. Good start to the tournament, their home tournament. All right, let's get into it. First up, if you like these videos, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. That's always appreciated. I know they're not the most exciting videos, as I say every time, but they do get a message across. All right, it's been a tough week. So first up, we'll have a look at the news for the week ahead. So that's what we normally do. It's the Forex Factory free economic calendar, all right? So I'm only mainly interested in high impact events, which are the ones highlighted in red. Sometimes you'll see orange or yellow there, but I filter it. You can set up filters, and you can also put it in your local time, which is a good thing. So for me, only high impact events. I don't really care too much for them, but I'm aware of them. If I was day trading or trading on a 1 hour chart, then I'd be more conscious of these news events. On the daily charts, not so much, unless it's a really big news event like employment numbers or interest rates or something like that. So Monday, September the 11th, nothing happening except one of my favourite person's birthdays. Tuesday, out of the UK, claimant count change. Wednesday, GDP numbers out of the UK, and CPI numbers out of the US. So that could be a little bit of a market mover, the CPI numbers. We'll just keep an eye on them. Thursdays, where it sort of picks up a little bit. Australia employment or unemployment rate, which is can be a market mover on the Aussie pairs, so be careful of that. And what else we got here? And obviously, Europe, interest rates, main refinancing rate, that's their interest rates. They're not expecting a change, 4.25, that's what. So if that number comes out different, expect Euro pairs to move a bit. Thursday, core PPI numbers, core retail sales out of the US, that's all US stuff, retail sales, unemployment claims, and then the press conference from the ECB with regards to interest rate change or news, sorry. And Friday out of the US, just the Empire State Manufacturing Prelim UOM Consumer Sentiment, which I've got no idea what is. But if you want to know what anything is, just come over here, click on this little yellow box here. So we don't know what the Prelim UOM Consumer Sentiment is. Click on this little box. Ta-da! University of Michigan tells you what it is, how it affects the market, If you want to put yourself to sleep, have a read of that. Nah, I am too harsh on economists, and I do apologise. I'm sure they've got a reason in life. Just not sure what it is. No, it's all good. So yeah, that's the news for the week ahead. All right, let's move on. Now, if you've never seen my charts before or haven't read any of my books, you've probably got no idea what you're looking at. Have a read of this Word document. Pause the video, take a screenshot, slow down or whatever. I appreciate that English is not everyone's first language. You may not understand me. I talk too fast, talk too slow. I've got an Australian accent. I get that, and I apologise. I do set up my videos where you can add subtitles. So you can just hit I think it's a CC button at the bottom of the video, and it'll bring it up only in English though. So good luck if YouTube picks up my accent. But anyway. Have a read of this. This explains the settings, what the different colours are on the chart. So there's the moving averages. The QMP filter is the red and green dots on the price chart. You might hear some background noise. I think it's Muslim call to prayer time. I'm not sure. Yeah, where I live in Kampot, it's down in the fishing village, and no offence to my Muslim friends, I've got plenty of them, but Muslims and fishing seem to be a thing. I don't know what it is. Everywhere I've lived where there's fishing, it's always I hear the call to prayer a lot, so nothing's different here. All right, so have a read of this. Red, green trend lines, blue trend lines, grey vertical lines, just warning signals that something's possibly forming. Basically, sells are in red, buys are in blue or green. Stop losses are the red dotted line, and big numbers or something relevant is normally a green dashed line. You'll see that. The bottom indicator is the MACD Platinum. It's a zero lag MACD, oscillates around a zero level. Generally, I'm looking to sell when it's above the zero level and buy when it's below the zero level. So it's pretty straightforward. We'll go through all the charts in a minute. So have a read of that. I know it's riveting stuff. All right, let's get on to the charts. Rightio. All right, this is the charts. This is TradingView. I use TradingView for all my analysis. And I was actually thinking the other day, I don't really need TradingView. I'm actually quite happy on MT5 for charts and that, but TradingView just makes it easier to write notes. That's the only thing I like about TradingView. And it's portable. Like I can open it on my phone, which is not the ideal thing, but I can open it on my tablet, which is good, which MT5 I can't do, and just with the app, it's limiting. But I've got TradingView. I think I'm on Pro Plus. I'm not even sure what it is. But all right, this is TradingView. This is my watch list. It's only a selection of the pairs. It's not all 28 pairs. Like I say, it's a limited watch list. I'm not a trade signal provider. These are just to give you ideas on how the system works, show you how to enter trades and how to manage trades. I'm certainly not, do your own due diligence. Do not follow me blindly. That's what I'm saying. All my trades, like if you follow me for a while, you'll know that, geez, I make some mistakes and, we have some losses. There's no doubt about it. But we tend to have more wins than losses, which is what we're looking at as a trader. It's like a baseball player. They walk up to the plate. They don't expect to hit a home run every time they step up to the plate. They probably do, but it's not going to happen. They're going to get struck out, That's why they got a batting average of like 0.28 or 0.3 or whatever it is, So they're only really winning 28, 30% of the time. So same with trading. All right, I digress. All right, this is in alphabetical order. If it's highlighted in light blue, means there's a trade on or trades on, some action taken. Orange means I want to talk about it. No highlight means there's no trades on, so there's a couple there. And if it's in dark blue, means there's a trade on, no action's been taken as yet. Now, there's a lot highlighted in orange. It's been a pretty rough week. Not bad, not catastrophic or anything like that. You'll see when we go through it. We've taken a lot of losses, small losses though, and losses where we've got other trades in play. So it hasn't been a good week. Don't get me wrong. It has not been one of my best weeks. Sometimes I come here and every trade's in profit. This time, not this week. So we'll get into it. All right. You'll see on my charts on the right, I'll have the pair. This refers to the most recent trade. So there'll be older trades on. In this case, there is older trades on. So this sell trade is in red. Here's a buy trade here, and here's another sell trade. So here's the old news for those previous trades. So that's a sell there. That's the buy there. And here's the most recent. So I'll get rid of all my notes as to why I took the trade on the old trades. Only the new trade will have my reasons why I took the trade, all right? So you can read that. All my trades are called live at the time. So the new candle for me, daily candles at 4 a.m. local. I don't get up at 4 a.m. I get up at 2.5 hours later, 6:30 local. I call the trade, take a screenshot, post it in the JAGfx groups, which is the Facebook group, Telegram channels, and Matt from Family Man's Discord channel. Any trade management's also called at that time. So it's all very transparent. There's no after the fact stuff, as we all know. So it just makes it a bit more legit, a bit more serious. All right, let's get into it. AusCAD, we got a sell here. So that's the 20th of July. There's all my trade management. All that trade management's called live. So there's a stop for that. Can't lose on the sell trade. So life's good on that sell trade. You can read the notes there. Took a buy trade here. I like this buy trade. It was a high-risk trade. It was against a trend, but there was divergence there. Bullish, regular divergence marked by those green trend lines there. A little bit hard to see on the MACD, but there is. Took it, went up slowly. It went through the MACD Platinum, which is normally one of my trade management. The MACD Platinum through the zero level, which is here. It might be a little bit hard to see in the video. It's about there. Went through the zero level, but there wasn't enough pips or for me to close half, move my stop, etc. So I just held on to it, knowing that I had this sell trade on to give me some protection. Now I've got this new sell signal on the 6th of September. Now there was some debate about this. There was some conversation about it. Was at a previous low from, and it is at previous lows. That's why I left the buy on. Normally I close the buy on an opposite QMP dot, but I thought, well, I've already got a sell on. I've got a new sell here. MACD Platinum's above the zero level. I might as well leave the buy on. So it just gives me some more protection, that's all. So what happens if this just drops down, takes out my stop on the buy? Great, because I'm in two sell trades. Who cares? If it reverses and goes up and takes out my stop, means my buy trade's successful. So I'm looking at the big picture. That's what I'm saying. Now I get it that all my US friends, US friends in this group, you say you can't hedge or you can't buy and sell on the. There's ways around it, people. There are ways around it. Either get a second account, balance your account by buys and sells on different pairs, or get a sub account with if you're with Oanda or Forex.com, whoever you're with. Or go to my friends at JAGfx. They will set you up offshore. Look, I'm an Australian. Doesn't mean I have to stay with Australian brokers. I've got brokers that are Australian based, but they've got offshore offices, which give me higher leverage, stuff like that. So there's ways around it. And if you want to trade like this, you have to have some way to take buys and sells at different times. It's so restrictive if you can't do it, seriously, if you trade, especially if you're trading multiple time frames or something like that. So the AusCAD, we're sort of in no man's land with the buy. The sells, one sell's looking good, obviously, but the second sell's, it's a point of entry. All right, rabbit it on long enough. Oz Swiss, now it's highlighted in orange for a reason for that. There's one of these pairs I was going to get rid of, I'm not sure. All right, we had a buy from the 23rd of August. It was a high-risk trade against the trend. You can see the trend's down, so it's a high-risk trade. You can read all that. 1st September closed half, so let's have a look at 1st September in here. So on the open of that candle there, so I've basically closed half at the high, dragged my stop up. And on the 6th of September, closed on an opposite QMP, filled the dot for an overall small profit. So the open of this candle, closed the rest. So it's a small profit. The reason I leave it on the chart is because I want to show you guys what happened in the video, that's all. So that trade, that buy trade is finished. I didn't take the sell. A couple of reasons. We're at this previous low or close to it, and the MACD, the price didn't go back to the MAs close enough. Just not a look. It's a valid sell signal. I didn't take it. Just doesn't look right to me, so I didn't take it. So we're out of the buy for a small profit. I'll tidy up this chart once we've finished. Aussie, Japanese yen. Now this is a pair that's just giving me sideways nightmares at the moment. Not necessarily all bad. I've talked about in previous videos. Right, we're still in the sell from the 21st of June. So let's get that. This is this here, right? So you can't lose on that. I've already closed half, and my stop's just under the entry level. So the sell's fine. Took a buy in here, which was on the 14th of July, and it was stopped out for a full loss, looking for a re-entry. Now, as I've said in previous videos, I took the re-entry here on a green dot on the MACD Platinum. We had hidden bullish divergence followed by regular bullish divergence. Green dot on the MACD Platinum below the zero level. In hindsight, as I said, I should have waited till it broke this trend line. It didn't break the trend line, it's dropped down. Now we had a sell, opposite sell here. I didn't close the trade, went up, down, up, and it's just meandering sideways. And there's a new buy signal here. I didn't take it. There's a good support level here now. Now that's a valid buy signal there. You could probably take it. MACD Platinum's very close to zero level, but it's gone nowhere. And we've got a sell signal, which I'm not taking. So basically I'm stuck with a buy here and a sell there. And the stop for the buy is here. It still hasn't been touched. Very close. Hasn't been touched. I'm just leaving it on. I got nothing to lose here. This thing can go sideways. And I've got this little thing in the back of my head saying the Aussie's going to go up. It can't keep, when I say it can't keep on going down, it's getting to a level where the Aussie's pretty low. So, but this is a yen pair, so who knows. So the last signal was this sell. which is a valid sell signal. But price is in this MAs, and you look at the moving averages, they're all tightening right up. So I'm already in a sell here and a buy. So, and I've got a stop in place for the buy. So, all right. So let's look at the scenarios. Price shoots up, takes out my stop in the sell, means my buy's in profit. Shoots down, takes out my stop on my buy, means I lose on the buy, but my sell's in profit and I can drag the stop down. So I'm just putting, again, I'll go back to being able to trade both directions. Right, that's the Aussie yen. I'm starting to gibber on a bit here. Euro Aussie. In a sell trade from the 23rd of August, going nowhere fast. Just meandering down at the moving averages. 1st of September closed half, so let's have a look. 1st September. So on the open of this candle, MACD platinum through the zero level, close to the moving averages, closed half, dragged the stop down. Haven't been stopped out as yet. No, we've come very close, but we haven't been stopped out. We can't lose on this trade, so that's all good. All right, Euro pound highlighted in orange. What happened here? All right, this is a new trade. This is the one and only new trade for Monday. Now, this is a little bit different. I've already written up the notes. All right, let's go what happened on this previous buy trade. So on the 25th of August, took this buy trade here. Good support level here. Took the buy trade. High risk trade. I mentioned that. I've deleted the notes, but it's the same. Price is close to the moving averages. You know, it's against a downtrend, but I like this support level here. Took it. Opposite QMP filter dot, closed. That's the 5th of September, closed for a loss on opposite QMP filter dot, all right? So the buy was here. That's why I left it on the charts to show you, and I closed it on the open of this candle here. So instead of taking, and I haven't moved the stop, that stop was there. So it saves us about 50%, even probably about 60%. So we closed on the open of this candle on an opposite QMP filter dot. On Monday, there's another green QMP filter dot. Now, this doesn't really look that good when it comes to the rules for the high probability trading method. But again, look at this. This has come back down and bounced off this support level again. It's a high risk trade. Don't get me wrong. It is high risk. Where prices at the moving averages is a downtrend, but geez, I like this support level here. MACD Platinum's already through the zero level just. And generally, when you get the QMP filter dots like this, there's going to be a breakout eventually. So we're taking a buy on Monday. It's a high risk trade, as I said, against a trend. You can read my notes there. What's your risk percentage? But certainly worth a shot. When I say worth a shot, it means worth a go at it. Take a chance. So that's a new trade for Monday, Euro pound. The stop loss, I'm going to leave my stop loss for where the original one was, down here. We can always move it up later, all right? Some people have said, geez, Jim, your stop loss is a long way away, but who cares? Just a smaller position size. Risk doesn't change. Just you're not going to win as much, but you've got to give yourself room too. So if price comes down here, it's definitely the trend has changed. But yeah, all right, that's the Euro pound, one and only new trade for Monday. Euro USD, highlighted in orange. All right, we're in a sell. Good thing here, we're in a sell from the 21st of July. So it's been a while. We've got a stop loss in place here. There's all my trade management. Can't lose on that. So that's a gimme. Took a buy on the, when did I take that? 30th of August, all right? So we took this buy here. And on the 5th of September, so the open of this candle, I closed it on the open of this candle here on an opposite QMP filter dot. So there's your red QMP filter dot in a buy. There was a high risk trade. You look at market structure. It's heading down. Best bet just to get out. So I've got out here. As I say, I leave these on the charts to show you guys for the video. So I'm out at this level here. So the open of this big bearish candle, so it's a pretty good call. And as you can see, price is headed down towards the original stop loss. So there I'll probably save myself another sort of 60% of my initial loss, so which is good. In the meantime, in this sell, and I will look at dragging that stop down at some point. Then I'm drawing these trend lines because, look, this buy, and even my private trading, I've just hedged this. I took the buy here, and I've hedged that there because, to me, initially we had hidden bullish divergence, followed by regular bullish divergence. So I like this setup, and I'm confident that this, and with the MACD platinum below the zero level, eventually this will go up to the zero level, and there'll be a new buy, and that'll get me out of my other trading. But in the meantime, I'm out of it in these trades, but I'm still on the sell. So the small loss I took is offset by this win on the sell trade, if that makes sense. You want to know more about the hedging? Just ask me about it. I used to do a lot of it, call a lot of it in these groups, but it just confused a lot of the traders, especially new traders. So I don't try to talk about it too much. Right, pound Swiss, also highlighted in orange. I'm not sure why. Let's have a look. I took a sell on the 24th of August. Yeah. Went nowhere fast. I really couldn't. MACD platinum didn't come down to the zero level. Had a few pips, went against me, then dragged down again. Yeah. So on the 6th of September, closed on an opposite QMP dot for a small loss. So we've got this green dot here and closed it. So on the open of this candle here, so tiny loss there, didn't go anywhere near the stop, took the loss. Now, Murphy's Law would have it, like next 3 days have all been down, which is the original trade signal. In hindsight, and hindsight's a great tool, I could have dragged the stop down above this high here and just let it go, but I didn't. It's been a tough pair to trade, the pound Swiss lately, but I'd rather be out sometimes with a small loss, and it's only a small loss, so it's not a big deal. Like I got out on the open of this candle here, so it's just a few pips. So it's a pound Swiss, not in a trade. Pound yen, we're in a sell going nowhere. So I took a sell up here, sideways. We're right at the entry level, high risk trade, regular bearish divergence against the big uptrend. Just not giving me any, it's not giving me anything to work with. The MACD platinum's already through the zero level. Price is, got close to the moving average, but it's just, the smart thing would just be to close this trade and be done with, but I'm going to sit it. I'm going to wait it out. It's just going nowhere fast. The good thing is the last thing was a red dot on the MACD platinum, even though it's below the zero level. New Zealand CAD, highlighted in orange. Means I want to talk about it. Right, let's go. The good thing is I'm still in a sell trade from the 19th of July. So here's this sell trade over here. Stop and place there. There's all my trade management. Can't lose on that. So all good. Took this buy here, 23rd of August. Went up. It's been a crap couple of weeks sideways. Even the MACD platinum through the zero level, but I mean no man's land. It's a high risk trade. Got this sort of support level here on price. Trends down. We get to the MAs, but we just spike up. It's not staying up there to give me opportunity to close out half, drag my stop up. Got this opposite QMP filtered dot here and closed it. So on the 6th, which is the open of this candle here, closed it for a small loss. Didn't let it get the stop, and it's just done nothing since. So we're out of the buy. I'm still in the sell, took a small loss on the buy. I'll tidy up the chart after I'm finished. Like I said, I'll just leave it on the video to show you guys. So New Zealand CAD, the small loss we take's been offset by this sell profit. New Zealand Japanese yen. Now, I will be removing either the New Zealand Japanese yen or the Australian Japanese yen. There's no point in having those two on the same watch list. They're both highly correlated. More than likely, I'll be removing the Aussie yen because I've got another watch list that the New Zealand yen's more important to me. Right, highlight in orange. I took a buy here. So it's the 30th of August. Went nowhere. My stop's down here. Didn't even come close to stop. Opposite QMP filter dot on the 8th of September. Closed it on the open of this candle here. And Murphy's Law, bang, up she goes, back to the entry level. So it took a small loss. Just not going anywhere. It's the same as the Aussie yen. If you remember back there, look at that sideways action. Just absolute rubbish. All right, I'm playing it safe here. I just got out, took the loss on the buy. So that's finished. We're out of that trade. USD CAD. Now this is one that's going to give me grief. I know it is. And again, this is a little bit different to my private trading. I'll explain in a minute. All right, I took a sell. It's highlighted in orange, so something got to it. Took a sell on the 24th of August. Good signal. There's divergence there. Hidden bearish divergence. Took a sell. Stop losses up here. It went against me initially, went up close to my stop and came back down to the entry level. And bang, up she goes. Before I could get out on the opposite QMP filter dot, I was stopped out. So I was stopped out for a loss, full loss. Now, in my private trading, I have taken a hedge buy here, and I'm looking for a second sell. We've got hidden bearish divergence, and I can tell already that, look at the MACD platinum's heading down, price is heading up. So there's regular bearish divergence. So we've got the old 1-2 and divergences there. But now I'm out of this sell trade, and what I'm doing now is waiting for another potential sell setup. So that was not one of my, that is one trade where I have lost the full amount on. USD Japanese yen, highlight in orange also, same deal. All right. Right, the good thing about this, I'm still on a buy trade from the 20th of July. So there's your buy here, which is good. There's a stop loss there. There's my trade management. I will look at moving the stop up. I generally try to keep the stop between the 50 and the 100 and the 50 moving averages, so I could probably start looking at moving up below this lows here. That'll be sort of my next move, just around the 50. Took a sell here. That was the 24th of August. Yep. And stopped out on the 5th of September. This one here, I'd say. Yep. Stopped out there for a full loss. Opposite QMP filter dot also. Not a valid buy trade in my books. A couple of reasons. One, there's the price didn't come back to the moving averages close enough. I think that's, I'll have a quick look at the USD CAD. Yeah, it's not a buy. MACD platinum's on the wrong side of the zero level. Yeah, they back on the USD Japanese yen. No, it's not to me, price didn't come back close enough to the moving averages, and the MACD is just at the zero level. It's actually just above it, so yeah. Again, in my private trading, I have taken a hedge buy here, so I'll be looking for a second sell. But in the meantime, I'm drawing these trend lines, just adjust these trend lines every day, but it's looking like price is going up, and the MACD is not following it. So there's divergence forming there, potential divergence. Like I said, the good thing is I'm going to buy there, so it's all good. So like I said, it was a pretty crappy week when it comes to trade results, but not horrendous by any means, because a lot of trades I'm out of for smaller losses. So it's sort of controlled bleeding, if you like put pressure on a wound. All right, XAU USD, which is gold. In a buy from the 24th of August. Can't lose on that. Got to stop and play. It's already closed half. So that's good. We've got another sell trade from the 6th of September. So on the open here. Going nowhere fast. Yeah. Went down one day, next 2 days, just going nowhere. Stops up here. So we're sort of stuck in no man's land between my two entries at the moment. We can't lose on the buy, and the sell's not looking that flash. MACD platinum's just above the zero level. Yeah, not much to say on gold. We're just waiting patiently. All right, next three instruments are just more for curiosity's sake. So we've got the US dollar. It's heading up. This controls the whole Forex market at the moment, US dollar. Seriously. So we've got potential divergence forming. Last signal was a sell up here, which didn't go anywhere fast. Broke this previous high, as you can see. Now, whether that high was resistance, does it become support now? Who knows? But we've got potential divergence forming for another potential sell there. The moving averages are turning to the upside. Yeah. US 500, US stock market. Didn't break the previous high. Looks like it's rolling over, but it hasn't really done much at all. There's a grey vertical line. Just means there's a red dot on the MACD platinum above the zero level. Yeah, is it rolling over? Who knows what's going on with the market. And Bitcoin probably reflects that same. Came down, spiked up, come back down, a little spike up, come back down. So stuck between the 25,000 and the 30,000 level. Going nowhere fast. And you can always tell when Bitcoin's going nowhere because you don't hear anything from all the crypto traders. They come out of the woodwork when crypto's flying, but you don't hear boo from them when it's not doing much at all. All right, that's it for the charts, boys and girls. Yeah, hopefully that's covered everything. It's been 30 minutes. I've probably rabbited on too much. Look, enjoy your weekend wherever you may be. I've got a lot of Rugby World Cup coming up. Australia's got its first game against the powerhouse of Georgia. No offence to any of my Georgian friends, but if the Wallabies can't beat Georgia, we might as well pack our bags and leave France. And it's good fun. I love the rugby. Used to play the game. Love watching it, even though I don't agree with all the rules and stuff. But yeah, enjoy the weekend. Stay safe. If anyone's got any questions or you want you want to discuss anything trading, just contact me in any of those groups, the Telegram channel, Facebook group, Matt from Family Man Discord channel, or email. Happy to answer. Stay safe and thanks for watching. Cheers.